What's happening there, will be a mixed-use, mixed-density development of 259 lots, residential lots. We'll have 3 commercial pad sites, 3 multifamily pad sites, and then a lot of trails that connect into the new park that the city is working on the other side of Clay, and then trails that connect, hopefully eventually to South Waco Rec Center. Our neighborhood is 6 or 7 street names, and that's great, but we want the city to see that you guys are wanting to see changes within your community. And so think bigger picture. What I've talked to Armando and Alice about is, yes, let's use some names for these streets, but let's also think of other areas that maybe we could say some really big names for something else beyond that. So this is just a starting point here.
There's a lot of problems in our neighborhood. Our infrastructure has not been worked on for many, many years and needs a little bit of upgrading. And the city manager admitted that they spent their money all around us. They have federal money. East Waco has a lot of good streets, and that's good, because the streets are bad. But this area of town, from here to 11th Street, nothing. This idea was started up 2 years ago by Armando Risud. Armando Risud said, Robert, he did a study. Did you know most of the streets in South Waco are Confederate streets? People that supported the Confederacy, that worked against our democracy. And we have all these names there, And we said, let's get this new development. We want Hispanic names. We don't want Spaniards' names. They were the ones here that came and conquered and killed our indigent relatives. We don't want their names. We want Mexican-American names. We want Spanish from this country, not from Spain. So we want to make sure that, we want y'all to be assured that that's what we're pushing for.
The way we look at that in most developments is let's stick with themes. So if you guys want to do local individuals that have made an impact on the community, you guys can do that. Again, write whatever you want. I'm just giving you ideas of ways, because I know I've talked to a few people coming in, they didn't have any ideas yet. It can be on a larger scale from the community. It could be things that represent South Waco, or represent the Hispanics in the Waco area as a whole. Whatever you guys want.
The Raza Unida Party in 1960. And he's been very influential because, in those days, in the 60s, you had to pay a poll tax to vote. And that was not right, so he formed this party, and he made a difference in the way now we can vote. What we're doing, the University Neighborhood Association, is we're going to put a mural out here in March. We already got approval from the city, but we have to go through steps. It's going to be a Latino heritage mural that we can be proud of. Because for so long we've been abandoned. And my father, he filed a lawsuit in 1973 against the Waco ISD. And then the following year, he had a suit against the city for discrimination on both cases. And he won both of them. He was the active one he was very charismatic. And he won these 2 suits. And the city council, they were at large seats, and there was no way a Latino or African American would ever sit on the city council. So he broke up the charters, and that's how it became what it is now.